Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice, Howard Dean,
George Allen, Jack Reed,
Lynn Swann, Joe Biden,
Chuck Hagel, Joe Lieberman,
Jane Harman, Pete Hoekstra, Pat Roberts, Tom Daschle.
Objections were raised, both orally and, as you know now, Nancy Pelosi and others, Jay Rockefeller expressed real concern about these actions.
That virtually everybody that received those briefings was comfortable with it. I'm going to say thought it was legal, and that actually knew that this was a very crucial tool of intelligence that we have to have.
We walked out of there believing it was legal, and we walked out of there believing it was making an impact.
Any president can't just unilaterally, arbitrarily say, we believe we have the authority and the power, and you go around a law that has worked very, very well.
Senator Specter said he wants to turn over the whole program to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, have them review it, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Will you sign on to that legislation?
Absolutely. I helped draft that legislation, George. I was there.
The authorization of the use of military force, this makes sense. You don't get a warrant before you attack a building that has terrorists in it. This is not a civil litigation issue. This is an issue of war.
Should the president stop this program?
No, absolutely not. I think it's a very valuable program.
I support the program. I've never flinched from that. However, the briefings were not about the legal underpinnings of the program, nor were they about the appropriateness of the Gang of Eight process.
The Democratic Party has had a stronghold over the minority votes for a long time, and I think they're misrepresented. And the Democratic Party has given them lip service in terms of influence and in terms of being involved in the party. Then I would sign legislature making abortions illegal.
No exceptions.
Oh, there would be exceptions in terms of the health of the mother, rape, incest. I think Ed Rendell's position and posturing is to blame everybody else except for his poor leadership.
I think first we have to find out if it's true. It's been alleged by Scooter Libby, that who has been indicted for leaking information, that his superiors ordered him to leak that information. If that's true, his superior is Vice President Cheney. If that is true, Vice President Cheney cannot remain in office.
Whoever the superiors are that are supposedly, allegedly leaked or authorized to leak by the individual in question, Mr. Libby, I think the investigation has to go forward.
I don't think anybody should be releasing classified information, period, whether in the Congress, executive branch, or some underling in some bureaucracy.
You cannot explain to me why we have not captured or killed the tallest man in Afghanistan.
Of course, Osama bin Laden. Can you give the senator an explanation?
Well, certainly. He's hiding, and he's hiding effectively. But I'll tell you, he's on the run. He's not the figure who sat for the entire period of the 1990s in Afghanistan, with training camps there, able to carry out operations, able to use the territory of Afghanistan as a base for his operations, able to launch effective attacks against the United States, against our embassies, against the coal, and ultimately against us in September 11th, 2001.
I don't need to be a United States Senator, but I need to be true to who I am and what I believe. And I think I fail my constituents, I fail my country when I don't give them not just my industry, but my best judgment as well.
I find it absolutely absurd that a full-time legislature can't get their appropriations bills done on time, and I think we ought to have a penalty and hold up salaries and paychecks after October 1st if the appropriations bills are not passed.
Then why not go to Congress and say that and request a change in the statute that would allow this activity specifically? What's the reluctance to go to Congress?
I think that they do. I don't know. I have some memory pills here. I think everybody here ought to take a memory pill every morning on the recollection of what really went on.
Good morning.